So what we were just discussing is that possibly these individual sticks that are outside the glyph may be directional indicators of where our group is, because we know this is what gives me the idea, because this one points directly to where I know braids is.
Okay.
And stuff, so
yeah, and the kids and stuff are usually out that way
and we've got three of them pointed off in that direction, and that way would be Hoodoo Lake and on down to Kelso, Granite, and then that big open space in between Sandpoint and Hayden out there, or Sandpoint and Athol out there, and that's a lot of open ground. And then how many cucumbers did we get?
4.
We got 4 cucumbers and a steak tomato. And then this stick right here, this one in particular, is what amazes me is that in almost all of our areas that we're finding glyphs and stuff, we're finding suspended horizontal sticks in a lot of the structures and a lot of the there's a neighbor with his 50 cal. He did come over and tell us that he was going to shoot today, though. That was really polite of him.
Nice of him.
Yeah, but anyways, we've been finding these sticks all over the place. And then let's go look at the garden too. All right. And of course, on the previous video, I showed that the house glyph did mark 4. So they're still using it, which is really cool. But the garden, though, I mean, here's our wildflower garden and stuff. This is gonna eventually get restarted and stuff, and pluck them as we need them. But our tomatoes, we only have these little pear tomatoes. We have midget cantaloupe, watermelon, and what kind of tomato plant was this one? It was a bigger tomato, but look, and
I think it was a Tumbling Tom.
Tumbling Tom, yeah. And you can see, like, we had one ripe pear tomato yesterday, but we think the deer got to that because I checked over here and you see hoof prints right here and right here. Little deer and stuff. But our carrots are doing good. We had onions all through here, but the turkeys got to them. We only had a few survive. But, and then we've got our beets. Dang, that's a big boom. We've got our sugar beets, our cilantro, and then these are cucumbers. Okay, so we do have cucumbers, but ain't nothing. I mean, we just started getting flowers and stuff. Those were fully grown, and we got some snaps, and these are really sweet snaps. So Trent and I were actually thinking on harvesting the rest of the snaps tonight and giving those in return.
Yeah, there we go.
And then we have one squash right there. And do we still have a pumpkin, or did that one fall off?
One right there, starting right there.
One start, so we got, and there's supposed to be one over here.
Here. It was right.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
I wonder if they'd take some eggs tonight too.
Oh, maybe.
That'd be pretty cool. So that's something we'll have constant supply of from now on.
Oh, come on.
I don't know where that other
I'm not seeing where the
pumpkin went, but
pumpkin went, but
that's all we got in our garden. So, and those cucumbers were massive and that tomato was massive. We had a cow walk through yesterday. Had to chase a cow out of the garden yesterday. But that's the whole reason why I'm recording the garden, is to compare what we find on the table to what we are actually growing. So somebody else got robbed yet again and we happen to reap the benefits. Wow. Because last year we had 2 tomatoes,
yeah.
2 Tumbling Tom tomatoes, and they were big, big tomatoes like that. But our tomato plants weren't even putting up green fruit even. Like, they were just bald and didn't produce anything. So they dropped a few tomatoes in our plant, which was really cool. All right. God bless. Stay squatchy.
Stay squatchy.